everybody. Wow, I didn't say that correctly at all. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rise of the Star Lords episode. Oh my gosh, is it 61? It's 61. Infinity and Beyond. Who would have thunk? 61 episodes. That's a lot of episodes. When last we left off, gosh, it's been a while. You snuck your way through everything, avoiding so many fights, and that was pretty cool, actually. And then you got down to this lower level, and you walked into this room that was both normal sized and also infinitely big, and it was discombobulating you. And we ended with you all rolling will saves, of which I'm just going to tell you now, Ava succeeded. Did not. uh, but that was last week. Before we get into this week, we have a question that was asked of you, courtesy of Spooky Scary Skeletons. What is your favorite way? Oh, no. Go ahead. Say your thing, Tom. Probably. But what they want to know is, what's your favorite way to get in some exercise? How about Nick and Lahan? I did not. It cut off the very beginning of that. Oh, digital exercise. Okay. What about Leif and Ava? Oh, okay. Mm, sure. But the hack. Uh, it is not a holodeck TM. Uh, what about Ava Leif? I forgot you were going to go lighthearted with that one, and I was taking a sip of tea when you said that, and it very nearly ended in disaster. But Jacinto and Tom, how does Jacinto and by extension Artanya get some exercise? Oh gosh, I'm picturing the three of you with like headbands, the wrist the wristbands, the leg warmers, the '80s like Richard Simmons unitards. Oh gosh, it's great. If All right. Now, What about Conrad and Grar? Sure. So you got to get in some practice naps so you know how to properly nap. Cool. And I'm going to suggest for Finn pole dancing. Finn's got the abs. All right. Now, looking back at these numbers, we have Nick and Lahan with an 11 will save. Tom and Jacinto with a 16, which is a natural one. Ava with a 29. Conrad with an 11. And a second will save from Tom on behalf of our Tanya with a 20. Everyone but Ava failed. And now I'm going to tell you what you're subject to. Each one of you is subject to a 4th level Baleful Polymorph. Which, this is going to take some explaining because it's like as per the 3rd level version, and then the 3rd level version is as per the 2nd level version, and then the 2nd level version is as per the 1st level version. Yes. So, yeah. So we'll start at 1st level. The target shrinks slightly, though you retain your size category. And then you gain a few cosmetic bestial features of an animal you choose. And I'll let you choose. I'm not going to choose. I feel like Grar takes some sort of other non-hairy species features. Yeah, the target then takes a -1 penalty to armor class, attack rolls, melee damage rolls, reflex saving throws, and strength and dexterity based ability checks and skill checks. Now we go to the 2nd level equivalent. It's the 1st level version, but there's a -2 penalty to all those things. And you get an additional saving throw each round until you fail or the spell's duration ends. If the target fails this 2nd saving throw, its appearance becomes more bestial and the penalty increases to -3. And then there's a list of spells that could potentially remove this. 3rd level, as per the 2nd level, but the target size category actually does become one smaller. The equipment resizes to function as normal, though it may lose reach with its new size. See size on page 143. The target then must attempt a saving throw every round with the penalty to AC, attack rolls, melee damage rolls, reflex saving throws, and strength and dexterity based ability checks and skill checks, worsening by 1 each time you fail the saving throw, to a maximum penalty of -4. If the target succeeds at the saving throw after the penalty has reached its maximum, it's no longer required to attempt any further saving throws. If the target fails the saving throw after the penalty has reached its maximum, you can change the duration to permanent. 4th level and final level as the 3rd level version, but the penalty begins at -3. The target must attempt a saving throw every round, the penalty worsening by 1 each time the target fails one of the saving throws, to a maximum of -5. If the target succeeds at its saving throw after the penalty has reached its maximum, it's no longer required to attempt saving throws. If the target fails the saving throw after the penalty has reached its maximum, I can change the duration to permanent. And if an object leaves your possession for 1 round or more, it reverts to its normal size. You could, but you also rolled a natural 1 to fail this. Like, if you roll average, you're probably fine. And you only have to succeed after the penalty reaches its maximum. So if you succeed prior to that, you're kind of staving off that inevitability as I read that. That's how I would interpret it. And the duration is, it is a while. It is 1 minute a level. So you got this. Yeah, you have this for about 20 minutes. Well, you could, but I'm going to read the description of the room again because it's been weeks. There were a pair of double doors on the southern. There's a pair of double doors on the southern wall of this room. 5 feet in front of Grar. The floor is made of a glossy, polished black and gray marble-like material. To the east, what might have once been another exit has long since been crushed or destroyed, and nothing in the room compares to the curious effect that the walls have looking in. They're bizarrely impossible to judge. The dimensions are fluctuating. It's the size that is depicted on the screen, which I will take us to the tabletop screen so people can see what you guys see. But simultaneously, it stretches off into infinity in random intervals. It's real uncomfortable. It's like that cheap sci-fi strobe effect that they do sometimes. Yeah. Any wall you look directly at remains stable, but everything in your peripheral vision is stretching and doing weird, noodly space-time things. It just is incredibly uncomfortable and discombobulating, and there are sheets of pale light that flicker across the walls only increase the disorienting effect. And as you're taking all this in, you make perception checks, please. You've just been hit by a spell whammy, and now you need perception checks. That penalty is for dexterity and strength-based ability and skill checks. It's not for all skill checks. It's AC, attack rolls, melee damage rolls, reflex saving throws, and strength and dexterity-based ability and skill checks. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, the entity that was hiding in the corner rolled a grand total of 7, and even with a penalty that I applied due to the weird effects of the room that Paizo dictated, you are well able to spot this individual that is now appearing. They are... Yeah, but I didn't change the penalty that they put down in this instance. So it was Paizo's penalty. This is a hunchbacked, pale giant. Their arms and legs are twisted and monstrously overdeveloped. Muscles bulge and strain against their seemingly too tight skin. But they're covered in faintly glowing mystical tattoos. And their eyes are sort of glazed over with the same color light as the tattoos are emitting. And I think it's time for initiative. We didn't move our Tanya down here, did we? Yeah. Yeah. You guys snuck down. I don't know why you guys don't have any stamina. I think you just made the run for down here. after getting into a fight, and then you didn't stop. You explored the first room, and then you moved to the second room, and then saving throws happened. I mean, that is a very, very valid choice. I mean, all of you still go first because it's 26, 22, 10, 7.03, and then finally the enemy at 7. So, Lahan, what would you like to do? There's this, and this is not as big as some of the lunar giants. This looks to be a different breed of giant, a different species. They don't have that rocky, craggy hide. They have a more human, like it's in the human range of pigmentation. They do not look happy with you. They are holding a dashko in their hand, and they're sporting some, mechanically it's Kyokar plating, but some sort of large animal hide fashioned into armor, and it's carefully cut away to reveal these cool looking arcane tattoos because they want to look intimidating, that sort of thing. But again, they don't look quite like they're fully there. Like something is off about the way they're sort of standing there and looking at you intently. Sure. You can do that. Yes. Yeah. All right, Ava.
And give him a little pokey poke.
Sure.
Any second now. Oh, that's right. I have to actually hit yes or no. Okay. Yeah, there we go.
It's been a hot minute since we looked at these character sheets.
It has been a hot minute since we looked at these character sheets.
Yeah.
That's a 34 to hit for 39 tonic damage, and it bypasses 5 of the enemy's energy resistance if he has energy.
It's sonic damage, so they don't have any resistance to that. But a 34 super hits, and if we were playing Pathfinder 2e, that would be a critical hit. It is unfortunately not.
Don't tease me like this.
But you do a 39 damage, which is a significant amount. That hurts.
To be level 13 again. Level 12.
It is Grar's turn. Also, and don't forget, I hope you guys applied all of your penalties. Ava does not have any.
No, of course not.
Oh, no, I did not.
So it's, again, just a -3 penalty to all dex and strength-based things.
I'm giving you this one round, and then I'm going to start making you do the saves. I should have made Lahan and then Ava do... Oh, not Ava. I should have had Lahan make a saving throw at the beginning of her turn.
-3 to what?
I will tell you. -3 to... AC, attack rolls, melee damage rolls, reflex saving throws, and strength and dexterity-based ability and skill checks.
Okay. So we can probably just put this in as a strength penalty of 6 and a dex penalty of 6, because that'll reduce our thing by 3. You know what I mean?
True.
Already
That's
done.
what I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna make everyone else's tokens shrink, but Grar, this is how big you are now.
I don't know if I realize this. I'm just gonna assume the other giant is very large.
Yeah, that's fair.
Cause like you all shrink too, right?
Yeah, everyone else shrank a size category.
Right. Okay. So I'm
Except for
about-
Ava. So Ava is giant to you right now.
Okay, so there's some magical energy here that made Ava very large, is what Grar thinks. Because this giant is pretty small too, right?
Yeah, he's the same size as Grar originally before the shrinking.
Size category lower than he was originally, right? So like there's 6 entities here, of which one is larger. That's the odd comes raise your answer. Anyway, he's gonna go over here and hit him with his hit the giant with his energy claws.
That was weird.
I'm not quite sure what happened, but he rolled a 28 against the AC.
Man, my roll 20 is doing something odd. 28 definitely does hit. For some reason, the map has disappeared from my screen.
Oh, that's no good.
That's a problem.
You don't like to hear that.
All of the dynamic lighting is still there. All of the other tokens are still there, but the map is just gone.
Huh.
And I reloaded.
Hmm.
I'll reload one more time. The map's still there on my other Roll20 screen. Which does not have
Aw.
the GM view.
Haven't seen the glitch gremlins in a while. How you doing, buddies?
Hey, it's because we haven't had a Thursday show in like a month.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, 28 hits. Oh, 48 damage. That is a lot of damage.
That is a big number, yes.
That is a large number. This is going to be interesting. And it's Jacinto's turn.
Yes, it is. Jacinto. You know what Jacinto isn't feeling affected by right now? His spell DCs. So Jacinto is going to attack this thing with mind bullets. The
That's
question.
telekinesis, Jet.
Yes. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it a 3rd level mind bullet. So I pressed a button. Oh, that is just the worst damage I've ever rolled for a level 3 mind thrust. 7d10, and I got 29.
Yeah, I mean, you had an 8 and a 9 on there, then 4, 4, 2, 1,
It's not
1.
that bad, right? Like it's an average of 7 per.
It's
Or average of 4. Sorry.
it's bad.
But they need to make a will save. And much like pretty much every other giant, will save is their best save.
Yeah, you'd think Jacinto would learn. Jacinto has learned. It's that Tom forgets.
But guess what happens when you roll a natural 1?
You take all 29 points of mind bullet
Yes,
damage.
as you thrust into their mind.
Yes.
And
Epic.
it hurts.
bro.
What are you sending into their mind? Discordant music?
Yeah, just like
Nickelback?
it's 2 really out of tune oboes
Okay.
trying to play the same song. Yep. And oh no, we're not done yet. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you're not done? You got our Tanya.
I got our Tanya. I have a move action that I could do. What's the radius on that? Yeah, okay. We're going to activate our Song of the Spheres as a move action. We'll get rid of... that was a 3rd level spell. Let's get rid of a 2nd level spell slot. So... I'm going to burn a second level spell slot because I have 7 of those a day now. And activate the Song of Spheres for 2.
In a day? That's kind of obscene.
Yeah, I'm real wise. So this is a +1 morale, but for a reminder, +1 morale bonus to attack and damage rolls. You get fast healing equal to the level of the spell slot. So everybody has fast healing too, which might actually come into play since we all don't have stamina. And I'm not going to spend another RP for haste. So then Artania will zip up, and I realized the range is actually 60 feet on this. I don't think Artania can quite get flanking, but he'll dart up here and take a bite at this giant. Up here being to the south of the giant Song of Spheres. Oh. Man, is my attack bonus really just 15?
Artania the scamp just skitters up there.
-3, in fact. So 31, because Artania does not have strength and dex-based debuff yet on his sheet.
Yeah, that's still definitely hits.
Okay, is damage included in that?
Just
debuff?
the attack roll.
Okay.
I can double check for you real quick.
Sure.
But melee damage rolls actually it does apply.
Alright, then take 15 points of piercing damage.
15? I don't like
1-5.
that. I don't like that. You seriously, all of you, hurt this giant.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's my turn.
You guys haven't boxed in. I don't like this. I want to do something to Ava, but there's a good chance it won't happen if I do it with you boxing me in. So instead...
We really don't want you to do the horrible to Ava. No, thank you.
Are you sure? What I'm going to do instead, then, I guess, is try and stab Ava with this Dashko. It is unfortunately unwieldy, so I only can do it once. Wow, that's my second natural 1 of the night. I assume a 21 does not hit your KAC, but it's also a 1, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, critical miss.
Critical miss. This giant is just they're doomed. Lahan, before we forget, make another will saving throw.
Do I have to?
Yes.
But
I do think it's important to figure out, are they supposed to save at the beginning or end of their turn?
it's a 21.
I will double check, but I'm pretty sure it's at the beginning. It just says additional saving throw each round. I was assuming that was at the beginning. It does not dictate a time at which point the saving throw takes place.
Wow.
But a 21 does fail. So
no.
that penalty becomes a -4 for everything.
That's real bad. Does this say it can be counteracted by, like...
It does not say that for the level 4 version.
Cool.
For the
But the
lower
level
level
4
versions,
The level 4 version is as the previous version, though, right?
So break enchantment, remove affliction, and remove condition can end the spell's effect if it is as per the second level version, which the third level is as the second level, and the fourth level is as the third level.
Yeah, boy. Let me say again how much I love nesting definitions.
Yeah, sorry. It's a pain in the butt.
Not you. Remove condition, you say.
Yeah. But now, Lahan, go. Do your thing. Hey, I got my map back for some reason.
Oh, good. It didn't attack, though?
No, it attacked.
Ava.
It attacked Ava and it missed. It rolled a natural 1. Second natural 1 of the night.
I was not paying close enough attention, I suppose. I had a held action.
Sorry. Did you want to slot yourself in, like, at the end there?
That's okay.
Which is functionally right where you are anyway.
It is, yeah, it's not a big deal. So I combat tracked it last round. I will use...
Sorry, shaking the rust off.
Yeah. Yeah, how do I play this character? What is this thing that I do?
I think you
here?
track and
I
then
use
shoot
it.
usually.
I think you're a mechanic.
Well, yes, but I already tracked last round. I know I have other things to do with move action, right?
I can't remember. It's been so long, Nick. I'm not gonna lie.
Right? I will take a move action to like make some tweaks to my gun. Miracle worker. Yeah. Because we're in a real bad spot here. And then I will take a shot. I want my frost moth. Yes. That is the gun for this character. Roll 20. Please do the thing. Oh, I rolled a twist. Just use the first one, please. That is a 24 to hit.
Versus EAC, and is that factoring in your penalty?
It is.
Okay, you still hit.
Aha! 41 points of cold damage.
Do you have anything that allows you to ignore damage reduction? Or energy resistance?
No.
Okay. Not as much of that cold goes through as you might expect.
Rude. Oh, that was the last of my charges for that gun too. Oh.
Nice.
Alright. Well, that's it for me.
Ava, this thing tried to stab you with a big old dashko.
How dare he? Die.
Oh.
That's a 31 for 34 damage, 33 natural 20 for 44 plus 40, 84 damage and confused, and then the last one will probably miss.
Oh my. So 80, 90, 100, 110, 118 damage.
118 damage.
You tell us how you super murder this giant.
Oh, good.
A super murder. Oh, good.
Thank goodness. Good.
Tries to stab Ava, and she kind of blocks the doshko, grabs it, and kind of uses that along with like the momentum of its attack to run up and just kind of stab through its like soft palate in its mouth. Stabs it in the mouth.
Sure. And it slowly crumples to its knees and then starts to slump forward. Ava, make a reflex save. Just because.
Where? There it is. Oh, it's only 17.
It slumps forward and you get tangled up in the dashko and it lands on top of you.
Ow.
Ava's pinned under a giant. It's very embarrassing for Ava.
Get this thing off me!
I get this thing off him.
Yeah.
You know we're telepathic now. You can. Jacinto says inside her mind.
Oh,
I know it was
right.
good for the Foley, but
With some work, your small companions can give you just enough leverage to wiggle out from underneath there. I just thought it'd be funny if the giant fell on you, especially as dangerous and graceful as Ava normally is. And
I was worried I was going to have to cut my way out.
should we roll will saves?
yes, Grar, make a will save.
I am.
You fail again. -4 to everything.
Alright. Can.
I do not have the spell to remove this. It's what break.
I know you don't. So like,
It
I want
is
stuff there.
break enchantment, remove affliction, or remove condition.
Alright.
Jacinto, make your save.
All right. 24.
Jacinto just makes it. Artania.
So does that mean that Jacinto is done with making saves against this?
See, the way this is worded, it sounds like it just keeps going for 20 minutes and you have to keep making a save, and every time you succeed, it doesn't get worse, but if you then fail, then it continues to get worse. I don't want to do that because that is obnoxious.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have you, if you succeed, it's going to stop worsening, and then you'll just sit there until the duration goes out, and then you'll return to normal, because I don't want to deal with that nonsense.
Yeah, totally.
But
Okay.
again, if you guys get to the worst level, which is -5, and then you fail again, the effect is permanent unless you break the effect with one of those aforementioned spells.
Okay. In which case, we could do that once we get off this ship.
So there's a significant chance that I may be like this forever.
Dang.
Sure.
I
Did you
wanna
do
get out of this.
Artania?
No, I was waiting until we finished talking about the other thing.
Artania's fine.
Cool.
Back
Over
up.
19 would be
Yep. Back up to Lahan. You're sitting at a -4 to will stuff. Well, not to will stuff. -4 to all your other stuff, but this could progress to the final stage if you fail here. And you do fail here, so it is the final stage.
Oh no!
Grar, would you like to make yours?
No. This is stupid, I don't like it. Right, like, okay. I mean, I rolled average.
Yep, and
I got a +8. Like, I need to roll a 15 or better to pass it. Like, it's just like...
this was intentionally a very, very, very hard one. I have tamed it down slightly compared to what was in the original material.
Okay.
It's still very hard, admittedly. So I believe that puts you at the -5 as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's do our last saves between the two of you.
I'm going to be a tiny Lahan forever.
Okay.
I guess I'll be attacking that.
You are Tiny Lahan.
Oh! I got 24!
You.
I'll need you down the die!
Oh no, Grar. Grar is tiny forever. Lahan is fine.
Tiny forever asterisk.
Yeah, asterisks.
Okay. But, like,
'Cause-
I couldn't get out of this room. I can do anything to avoid this.
You could make the will save.
Wonderful.
I mean, if you guys have the money and want to spend it, you do have Bumfuzzle's belt. You could get a spell gem of the appropriate spell. But right now, you're just medium-sized Grar, which would reduce your reach by, I think, 5 feet.
Yeah, and like my strength and dexterity.
But it-
that-
No, it doesn't though, because he's normally only got a 5-foot reach anyway.
Oh, yeah. So your reach is all the same. It's just your melee damage is decreased by 5. And
I'm
your attack.
I'm effectively 5 levels lower.
That's no good. We do have 426,000 credits in our wealth available at the moment.
Oh, that's right.
What do we need to fix this, Jet?
remove condition, remove affliction, or break enchantment.
Okay. We need a spell gem, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely believable that Jacinto, because I have one giant multifaceted gem on me with Mystic Cure level 4 times 2, Lesser Restoration times 3, and Restoration times 4. So I definitely could have, purchased another gem.
Which one of those can you cast? What level?
Let's see. The Starfinder break.
Restoration was on the list of things that would cancel this spell out.
Wait.
Them is here.
It was remove condition, remove affliction, break enchantment.
Remove
Lesser
condition.
remove condition was the first level version, but second level it's break enchantment, remove affliction, remove condition.
Well, for a second level spell jam, it's 450 credits. So let's.
Yeah, as opposed to break enchantment doing fifth level.
And Jacinto magically has this.
Oh,
Distracted from the kill button.
I do have one of those. Hold still, Grar. And he, places it to Grar's teeny tiny chest. And, because he can reach it now. Sort of, with his Elfan. Yeah, that's it. His Elfan reaches the spell gem up to Grar's chest.
George
And-
is like making this very displeased face this whole time.
It glows, and then Grar suddenly gets the sensation of growing.
He's significantly less unhappy. Thank you very much, Tom. Jacinto.
I'm sorry, I wish I could hear you better, Conrad, because I'm sure that was real
No,
funny, but...
No. He is very thankful. Thank you, Tom / Jacinto.
Oh, don't mention it. It's my job.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice to have someone to do that. Whose job is to, make you large. and other things, I'm sure, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever lose hit points, oh boy, am I good at restoring those.
Speaking of losing hit points, 20-minute rest, anyone?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Yes.
cool. So,
10-minute rest, spend an RP.
yeah. Are we good to spend an RP?
You can spend an RP.
Okay. You know what I was asking. Are we interrupted?
No, I am not interrupting you. And I did post that the Giant had an Ultra Thin Dashko and Kyokar plating Mark III with Juggernaut boosters. Pretty bare bones. If you would like to make some sort of mysticism check, you might be able to figure out what was going on with that Giant.
Definitely. 32?
That's... You roll very, very high. That was what you believed. You maybe saw like a snippet in a couple of the old texts that when you were looking up stuff on New Thassalon. That was what was referred to as a rune slave giant, a giant that was being... One second, Judy. Was punished and turned into a magical slave. It greatly increased their physical abilities, but it did degrade their mental faculties significantly.
Okay.
Well. Sounds like a bad day.
The opposite of a baleful polymorph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a door.
Well, let's get out of this room. It's creeping me out.
Yeah. Big thing.
Jacinto will peer through the door with his arcane eye.
Yes. You see
Artificial.
a hallway.
Sorry. Artificial.
With your special eyes.
My brand.
And there are runes etched in the walls in bands down the hall leading into that big room down there. The room is unnervingly lit by a reddish glow emitting from a shallow... Well, you can't tell yet. There's a reddish glow being emitted down into that hallway from the room beyond.
Well, there's no way that's a bad sign.
Okay, if you agree, let's keep going.
All right. Ooh.
I
Okay.
believe Grar has been restored to his normal size.
Yes, I will correct that. Grar's running away.
No, Grar, come back.
Never catch me.
I'm trying to make you large again.
Oh no.
Where'd you go? There you are. Let's make you large again. Boop.
Thank you.
And pull back up my notes, and I will give you the rest of the description. The reddish glow is emitting from a shallow pit underneath a immense metal sarcophagus hooked to various pieces of floating medical equipment. Its sides are emblazoned with etchings of a seven-pointed star, and it's just hovering above this pit. There is a halo of giant bones and scraps of what might be dried flesh scattered around the pit that is beneath that sarcophagus.
Do not like.
Yeah, I like very little about the description.
Yeah, nothing about that sounds pleasant.
And Ava, what is going on? Oh, that's what it is. Ava, as you step into the room beyond Grar, something happens.
Naturally.
Well, the thing is, it was perfectly fine when Grar was standing there, because Grar is like 10 feet tall. But that statue sort of flows into another shape, and it turns into... I don't know if you... I think you fought one of these in another form. The other one that you fought was a significantly modified version.
Yeah.
So you might need to make some sort of engineering check to figure out what this creature is, but the statue's form just flowed and changed and turned into this hulking humanoid jet black figure, and of course Lahan knocks it super out of the park. It's a neutronium golem.
Well,
When you have a computer in your head,
yes, and I built it into my brain.
And
What do we know about this horrible sounding thing?
what do you know about neutronium golems? Well, let me tell you what Nethys says.
No.
Oh, please do.
Neutronium golem.
I don't like anything about that name at all.
Yeah, when they use the made up elemental names, that's when you know you're in trouble.
They have construct immunities. They are immune to electricity, light, magic. They are resistant to physical harm as well. They have just a natural slam attack, nothing super crazy. They can potentially go berserk. And they are mindless. They have a built-in comm. They're technically unliving. They're physically incredibly robust. I mean, they're not super complicated. It's just a big beefy construct.
A big beefy boy. Yes, Conrad.
Big beefy construct. Yep. And it appears as though it's been put here as a guardian for possibly this sarcophagus. And I need to roll initiative. I got distracted telling you what neutronium golems are.
I will also roll initiative. I love rolling
I
initiative.
have rolled a 7 for initiative twice out of the 2 combats we've had.
Well, we appreciate you rolling 7.
I'm gonna sort, and the conflict will commence.
Mine is actually 17.03 due to me not removing my debuff from before.
Yeah, I'm trying to use that.
Now, all of you fixed your various debuffs.
Yes.
Okay. Let us commence.
I didn't.
Oh, I
didn't.
need to... Ava... Did you say you didn't, Conrad?
I don't think I did. I rolled it well. So what is wrong with me today?
It has just been a hecking week, that's all.
What the heck? Alright, now I'm good. Thank you for your patience.
I have sorted. I think we're good to go. It is Lahan's turn. Lahan, what would you like
Well,
to
I know what I would like to do. Do I want to say? I have so many friends in my way. Let's. Whatever. You know, they're all between me and that bad. I will move down here next to Artanya and hold my panic for Garrar to be out of my way.
Sorry, I was reading up on nanotech, or not nanotech, neutronium golems again.
Oh,
I
actually, you know
apologize.
what? Better yet, I'll just go ahead and combat track with my. I'll just use my feedback.
Sure, combat
Combat
tracking.
tracking.
It's never bad.
And that's it. I will pass to Jacinto.
Jacinto, what would you like to do here?
Jacinto is going to start summoning a creature.
No, don't do that.
Yes,
Yes, do that.
I will do that. And in the meantime, while he starts muttering things under his breath, Artanya will zip over here, adjacent to the golem, and take a single bite.
No, don't do that.
Stop telling me not to do things.
Alright.
I'm trying to protect my creatures.
That is a
gosh.
natural 20.
Oh,
Definitely don't do that, Tom.
it's not immune to crits.
Thank God, I was waiting for you to just dash my dreams on the rocks. That is 45 points of piercing damage then.
I'm looking super hard, hoping against hope that it is immune, but it's not.
Yeah,
Not quite all of that gets through though. Haha, take that.
fine.
Well,
Still a crit.
Still a lot gets through. It hurt real bad. A little spider bit it in the ankle. It's unhappy about this.
Good.
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 Yeah, I don't feel bad.
Nobody feels bad, Jet.
No, not anymore.
Not
It's
a single.
Not after the polymorph.
It's an innocent creature. It was built and placed here. It doesn't know any better.
No, not buying it.
No.
You had Artanya come in. Are you gonna have?
Yeah, that's,
Oh, you're summoning. That's what it was.
I'm summoning, so that's my turn.
Roar.
Hey, notice what I'm not doing? I'm not feeling sorry for it. I'm gonna go, let's say, step back over here. You know what? Let's do this. 15-foot reach. I'm gonna use it. Please cease your, I don't know, vaguely offensive semblance of unlife or whatever the fuck. Take
Tomfoolery.
take damage, please.
I will, just not as much as is displayed there because you rolled a 37 to hit and 40 damage, but be frustrated by not all 40 damage going through. Ha 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 ha!
You can't make me. I accept it completely. I mean, that's the mechanics of fighting golems. What are you gonna do now, huh?
I don't know. Ava, what would you like to do?
I would like to move into flanking.
I don't want you to.
Well, we don't always get what you want.
True.
But if you try sometimes,
You just might find.
You get a crit.
Oh my gosh.
that's
I
disgusting.
have rolled 3 natural ones tonight, and you have all rolled so many critical hits.
My luck from yesterday is rolled over into today, I guess.
That
That's a grand total of 80 sonic damage, bypassing 5 energy resistance, and it is confused.
Tell you what, I'm scared for Sunday.
It does not say it can't be confused. What is the saving throw I have to make?
Oh boy. Please
Wait,
hold.
no. Mind affecting effects. That's confusion, right?
Not
Please hold.
necessarily. It probably is, but I don't think it.
Also, I need to look up and see how Berserk works again, because that's a possibility now.
Oh,
I need to make a will saving throw.
Just loses it.
It's not going to change my tactics, it's going to change the narrative description of things.
so the spell is mind affecting, but I'm looking for
The creature starts glowing at the core of its chest, red, and its extremities start to like turn red as well, and its eyes go like glowing blood red, and they're like a beacon. This creature opens its mouth and soundlessly mouths as though it's bellowing, but it doesn't actually produce any sound. It was not given vocal cords with which to express itself.
Oh. Now I do feel sorry for it.
I still don't feel sorry. You're gonna have to try harder.
I feel like the people who designed this place were just clean heads.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
First the hounds and all the rest of them, and then they built that stupid
Just to
room.
keep things going, Leif, I think, unless you find out otherwise, I'm going to act as though confused falls under mind affecting. If you find out otherwise, I will change my actions.
I am almost certain it's mind affecting.
Okay,
Just the way I'm reading it, because like the condition reads like it's mind affecting.
sure.
You are mentally befuddled is like the first couple of
Okay.
words in the sentence.
So it's not affected by that, but it is berserk.
It is okay.
It's so befuddled.
Yeah, and it is,
40 points of sonic damage.
and it is its turn, and it's berserk, and you're the one that made it berserk, so it's gonna full attack you as it soundlessly screams at you.
Bring it on.
Might be more terrifying than it actually screaming.
Does a 33 hit your KAC?
Please hold. A 33 does hit my KAC, yes.
A 28, I'm assuming, does not.
No, it does not.
Okay. Well, take. How is that working? Hero Lab has changed the way things are laid out, and while it is very intuitive to use, it is somewhat frustrating as far as parsing the way the damage works. For some reason, it's telling me that you're taking 51 damage, but that does not make... Oh, nope, that does make sense. I was just interpreting the data incorrectly. 51 bludgeoning damage, please. And that's
Oh,
its
man.
entire turn.
I know it was a whole turn ago, but I never remember to use my darn battle cries. Could Jacinto use a reaction to battle cry?
Sure.
Okay, thank you so much. So when Ava gets that incredible critical hit, Jacinto lets out a glorious shout, because I'm a battle leader of 12th level, and I can use 2 shouts at once. So, let's see. Oh, but I don't need to use 2 shouts at once because you didn't lose any stamina until its turn. So, I'm going to say got him. So I took this twice, which means you get a +5 morale bonus. Everybody gets a +5 morale bonus to damage rolls till the end of their next turn.
Nice.
It is a morale bonus equal to my charisma modifier, which is at this level +5.
And
Friggin' bam.
it's now the top of the order with Lahan. It is your turn.
Well, I combat tracked last turn. And I should have been more prepared. Why do I not have things? I will full round attack that big bad. Since I have a,
Don't do that.
I think I will. Oh.
You clicked the
never
wrong
do it.
button.
No, it's unwieldy.
Oh, that's what.
I don't have a button, so I don't full wrap attack. It's a 32 to hit
A 32 does hit.
for 30 points of cold damage.
30. Oh, because
Yeah.
of the +5 from top. Yes, that is correct.
Got it. Yes.
Ouch.
Yeah. Isn't that fun?
No.
I think it's fun.
I think it's fun.
I think it's pretty fun. Not the standard action. Do I have anything else good? Oh, God, you know, I always forget. I can use my engineering to faint. It is until the end of my next turn, so I'll do that. I will. Is there something electronic over near that thing? Is it wearing anything electronic?
Well, it is a machine.
Oh, well,
And
then...
the sarcophagus is surrounded by medical equipment.
Oh, good. Then, perhaps I can... Where is the button? I'm sorry, I have too many buttons. Aha! Distracting. Within 30 feet. Of a foe. Oops, not me. Don't move me. I wanted to measure. I can't really hack it. So it has to be something within 30 feet of it.
Well, the sarcophagus is
And
like
my-
10 feet away.
Right, but it has to be within like 10 feet of me, I want to say. Because I have to hack it.
20 feet.
20 feet. That's not 20 feet from me, but is there anything else in here?
It's basically the floating medical equipment around the sarcophagus, and I guess maybe like some emergency lighting, which is why the room, one of the, like there's the lighting underneath the sarcophagus, and then there's like little LED emitters up in the ceiling just to further light the way a little bit.
Alright, well if you'll let me, I will make one explode. The 39.
And you're fainting, which is verse...
Fainting is...
I- We haven't done this in a while. I apologize.
Right. I just said my computer skill instead of bluff. Let me, vamp when I pull up the,
I think a feint is within 30 feet.
Right, I have to hack something within 30 feet of it. And I have remote hack, so I can hack something 10 feet from me.
20 feet.
20 feet from me, so I can effectively get 50.
Your remote hack's only 10
Like it.
feet?
20.
20 feet.
Okay.
That's clever feint. That's not helpful. Feint.
The DC is 10 plus the opponent's total sense motive, or 15 plus 1.5 times the opponent's CR, whichever is greater.
Perfect, thank you.
Surprise, surprise. Sense motive is not very good. So 10 plus 1.5 times CR. So you make it by 8.
Yeah. Good. Okay, it's flat-footed to me.
Yep.
Of my next turn. Nice.
There you go.
Oh,
Teamwork.
no, just gains the flat-footed condition.
Yeah.
Oops, that's the power of flat. Because I have greater feint. So flat-footed to everybody. Enjoy. I apologize for taking so long.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I'm applying that condition. Where are you? Flat-footed. Toggle on. Alright. That has been toggled. It is Jacinto's turn. What fresh heck are you unleashing upon me?
I'm so glad you asked, Jet. I think Jacinto sees Ava and Artania both just rush up and like wham this thing, along with Grar. But Grar didn't get a crit. Step it up, Grar. And he's going to bring out a level 3 Protean.
So, Grower would like to remind you, he is now the size where he can eat you again. Please proceed.
You would need a Jacinto.
Did I say Protean? I did. You know what? I did say Protean. So this little Protean just pops out and is adjacent to Artania, so we're going to have flanking with Ava, and it will immediately take its turn. So, the Protean...
Oh, and we're back in Starfighter where you can flank and flatfoot.
Yes. Oh man, but I do have
sorry, Jed.
I do have a really bad attack bonus on this level 3 summon. Jacinto's gonna spend another second level spell slot to Song of the Spheres. Because what else am I using these for? So everybody gets fast healing too and gets a +1. Yada yada yada. So the Protean is taking a total +3 to this attack. 31 versus its flat-footed.
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome news. Now, the awesomer news is I believe the Protean has the grab additional ability. I'm double-checking now.
It's not taking all of that 8 piercing damage, by the way.
That's fine. Yes, it does have the grab ability, so it is now grabbed or grappled by my Protean. So the Protean just like pops out of a portal in a flash of music, and then just wraps itself around this golem. And as it does that, Artania is going to take another bite.
Sure.
Again, a net +3 to this. That's a natural 1.
And I think what happens is Artania bit into that ankle and savaged it the first time, and then releases and goes back to bite again. And I think you just find like that the neutronium golem, it's sort of, I'm picturing it sort of made out of almost nanotech. It hardens at that point of contact, having learned from the previous ankle bite, and it's just bang, boing, like rebounds off of its ankle that is currently solidified, and it is 8 to the hour. So I think we're going to pause with Artania failing to pierce the ankle dramatically, and when we come back next week, hopefully Groar will get to go.
Could I have my standard action though?
Yes, sorry, I thought.
That's okay. I know. No. You could be forgiven for forgetting that I have a million turns. I'm gonna cast Life Bubble. Nope. That's the one above the one that I wanted to cast. Wisp Ally. Goodness gracious, it's been so long since I played this pronking system.
Right?
Whew. Wisp
What
Ally.
even is Starfighter?
Yes. Wisp Ally on the Neutronium Golem, so the next person to attack them will get a +2 from Harrying Fire.
No, I can't spell ally for some reason. My brain is just refusing to work.
L-O-Y.
No, stop, brain. I'm putting Wisp Ally right there. Hopefully
Perfect.
That is enough for us to remember.
All right, and then I'll type my usual Song of the Spheres nonsense.
Yeah, there we go.
Cool.
So that's where we're gonna pause until next week. Hopefully Conrad can make it back. I'm gonna think. What's up? Fingers crossed. Okay, yes, I accept that statement. I'm going to thank Paizo, and specifically, let me look at the author because it's been a minute. Come on, load screen. Wolfgang Bauer, which is kind of a badass name, for writing this book that I have then hopefully not butchered too much. I would also like to thank Leif for running audio, and ask Leif who to thank for their audio.
Well,
Wait,
it's been a while, but we're thanking Alex Productions and Lo-Fi Girl.
cool. The usual suspects. I'd also like to thank you for joining me this evening, both players and anyone that happened to watch or listen or will listen in the future. And they didn't come up so much, but I'm just going to thank Steve Calling and their Isle of Lore status icons, because we will get to use them at some point in the near future. Nick, what do we got going on Sunday?
Oh man, Sunday, at the Magambia, where did we leave off? our scholars had finished investigating, or just about finished investigating the storage rooms, and they'll move on to tracking down where those griffins might have come from this week on Strange Thousands.
Those griffins. Next week, we will continue on to deal with this neutronium golem. I'm sure you are kicking its butt, man. Yeah, and then maybe you'll look at the sarcophagus and figure out what's up with that. I don't know. You might just ignore it, stick it in a corner.
Yeah, we never look at things. We just
Not
sort
at
of
all,
murder
never.
them on.
If anyone has any questions, comments, shout-outs, feel free to contact us. We have email, nonstandardaction@gmail.com. We have the Discord, which the link is below or in the show notes for the podcast, I believe. And also, I believe, Twitter, nonstandardact, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that's true.
And I have the standard plea for icebreakers. I have built up a tiny cushion because we've missed some weeks and thankfully people have been submitting them, but we could always use more. The form for it can be found on our Discord. It is in the welcome channel and the feedback channel. I believe it's pinned in the feedback channel and it's just very front and center on the welcome channel. And after we sign off tonight, folks, we are going to, as usual, hang out in general voice for a little while if you would like to jump in. If that is something you desire, you can talk to us. We are friendly, I promise. And I think it's time to say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Take care of
Goodbye,
yourselves.
everyone.